All right, this is the joint decision. UFC 324 full card predictions and breakdown. We're rolling through every fight on this card. Early prelims, main card. If the Paramount servers go down, I'm on it. We'll break down the matchups, look at the odds and see what the fighters have been up to heading into this weekend. Then I'll give you my picks, some quick reasoning, and maybe even a baked take or two. It's all about figuring out who's going to spark up the octagon and who's burning my parlays. So grab a drink, roll one up, and let's get into it. Kicking off the card, we've got Ty Miller versus Adam Fugit. Ty Miller is 25-6-2, with a record of 6-0. He won a unanimous decision over Miguel Tovar on Fight World, then sparked out Ryan Charlebois via two-punch combo on LFA, both in 2024. He won a unanimous decision over Jimmy Drago, earning his UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series in 2025. Adam Fugit is 37-6-1 with a record of 10-5. He was choked out by Mike Malott via guillotine choke in 2023, won a split decision over Josh Quinlan in 2024, and was sparked out by Islam Dulatov via left hook to ground punches in 2025. The odds have Miller as the heavy 400 favourite, leaving Fugit as the plus 310 underdog. 90% of Topology are backing Miller, with 70% thinking it goes the distance. Miller has 2 KO/TKO wins, 0 submission wins, and 4 decision wins with no losses in any category. Fugit has 5 KO/TKO wins, 3 KO/TKO losses, 3 submission wins, 1 submission loss, 2 decision wins, and 1 decision loss. Miller has been dominant and undefeated, while Fugit's age and recent knockout losses make him vulnerable. Miller's precision and finishing power should shine, and unless Fugit lands something wild, Miller should close it out. My official pick is Miller by knockout in round 2. Ricky Turcios versus Cameron Smotherman. Ricky Turcios is 32-5-9 with a record of 12-5. He won a split decision over Kevin Natividad in 2022, but was sparked out by Raul Rosas Jr. via rear naked choke in 2024. More recently, he lost a unanimous decision to Bernardo Sopage in 2025. Cameron Smotherman is 28-5-9 with a record of 12-6. He won a unanimous decision over Jake Hadley in 2024, but lost back-to-back unanimous decisions to Serhi Sidi, then Ricky Seaman, both in 2025. The odds have Turcios as the plus 170 underdog, leaving Smotherman as the minus 220 favourite. 80% of Topology are backing Smotherman, with 89% thinking it goes the distance. Turcios has 3 KO/TKO wins and 1 loss, 1 submission win and 1 loss, and 8 decision wins with 3 losses. Smotherman has 6 KO/TKO wins and 2 losses, 1 submission win with no losses, and 5 decision wins with 4 losses. Smotherman's power and experience give him the edge over Turcios, whose recent losses show some holes in his game. Turcios can be dangerous early, but I see Smotherman controlling the pace and picking his shots smartly. My official pick is Smotherman by decision. Josh Hokit versus Denzel Freeman. Josh Hokit is 28-6-1 with a record of 7-0. He sparked out Eric Lunsford via punches from Crucifix on LFA, then sparked out Guilherme Uriel via elbows, winning his UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series. More recently, he sparked out Max Gimenez via right hook in his UFC debut, all in 2025. Denzel Freeman is 34-6-1 with a record of 7-1. He choked out Stephen Asplund via rear naked choke in 2024, then sparked out Hugo Cunha via ground and pound in 2025, both on LFA. More recently, he won a unanimous decision over Marek Buywo in his UFC debut in 2025. The odds have Hokit as the minus 250 favourite, leaving Freeman as the plus 200 underdog. 88% of Topology are backing Hokit, with 87% predicting a knockout. Hokit has 4 KO/TKO wins with no losses, 3 submission wins with no losses, and hasn't gone to a decision yet. Freeman has 4 KO/TKO wins with no losses, 1 submission win, and 2 decision wins with 1 loss. Hokit's finishing ability is insane, and he's coming in undefeated with all his UFC fights ending in stoppages. Freeman is tough and has a submission on his record, but I expect Hokit to land early and secure a quick knockout. My official pick is Hokit by knockout round 1. Michael Johnson versus Alexander Hernandez. Michael Johnson is 39 and 5'10", with a record of 24 and 19. He won a unanimous decision over Darius Flowers, then sparked out Otman Azaitar via right hook in 2024. More recently, he won a unanimous decision over Otman Azaitar in 2025. Alexander Hernandez is 33 and 5'9", with a record of 18 and 8. He won a unanimous decision over Kurt Holloway, then sparked out Chase Hooper via right cross to ground punches. Most recently, he sparked out Diego Ferreira via right cross to ground punches, all in 2025. The odds have Johnson as the plus 170 underdog, leaving Hernandez as the minus 210 favourite. 73% of Topology are backing Hernandez, with 76% predicting a knockout. Johnson has 10 KO/TKO wins with 3 losses, 2 submission wins against 9 losses, and 12 decision wins with 7 losses. Hernandez has 8 KO/TKO wins with 3 losses, 2 submission wins with 1 loss, and 8 decision wins with 4 losses. Johnson is experienced and can finish fights, but Hernandez has been on a tear in 2025 with multiple stoppages. With his youth and striking power, I expect Hernandez to land clean and get the knockout. My official pick is Hernandez by knockout round 2. Alex Perez vs Charles Johnson. Alex Perez is 33 and 5'6", with a record of 25 and 10. In 2024, he sparked out Matthews Nicolau via right hook, but then lost to Tatsuro Taira via knee injury from takedown. Then in 2025 was choked out by Asu Almabayev via guillotine choke. Charles Johnson is 35 and 5'9", with a record of 18 and 7. He won a unanimous decision over Sumudaerji in 2024, but lost a unanimous decision to Ramazan Tamirov in 2025. Then he sparked out Lona Kavanagh via right hook to ground punches later that year. Perez has 6 KO/TKO wins with 2 losses, 7 submission wins with 6 losses, and 12 decision wins with 2 losses. Johnson has 7 KO/TKO wins with no losses, 4 submission wins with no losses, and 7 decision wins with 7 losses. Johnson has been very clean in his finishes and hasn't been finished himself yet, while Perez is more streaky with his submissions and decisions. I think Johnson keeps it measured, picks his shots, and edges the rounds. My official pick is Johnson by decision. Nikita Krylov vs Modestas Bukauskas. Nikita Krylov is 33 and 6'3", with a record of 30 and 11. He choked out Ryan Spann via triangle choke in 2023, but was sparked out by Dominic Reyes via counter left and by Bogdan Guskov via straight right to ground punches, both in 2025. Modestas Bukauskas is 31 and 6'3", with a record of 19 and 6. He sparked out Rafael Sequeira via combination punches, then won a split decision over Ayon Cutelaba. More recently, he sparked out Paul Craig via elbows from top position, all in 2025. Krylov has 12 KO/TKO wins with 3 losses, 16 submission wins with 6 losses, and 2 decision wins with 2 losses. Bukauskas has 11 KO/TKO wins with 4 losses, 3 submission wins with 1 loss, and 5 decision wins with 1 loss. Both guys like to finish fights. Krylov has not been doing great recently, but I think he can turn things around here, even as the underdog. I think he finds the right opening late and gets the knockout in round 3. My official pick is Krylov by knockout. Ateba Gaethje vs Andrei Pulyev. Ateba Gaethje is 23 and 6'4", with a record of 9 and 1. He sparked out Jose Medina via knee, Robert Valentin via punches, and Tristan Vines via elbows to ground punches, all in 2025. Andrei Pulyev is 28 and 6'4", with a record of 10 and 3. He won a unanimous decision over Liam Anderson, earning his UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series in 2024, but lost his debut to Christian Leroy Duncan via unanimous decision. More recently, he sparked out Nick Klein via body kick and punches, both in 2025. Gaethje has 8 KO/TKO wins with 0 losses, no submission wins, and 1 decision win with 1 loss. Pulyev has 6 KO/TKO wins with 1 loss, 2 submission wins with 0 losses, and 2 decision wins with 2 losses. Gaethje is dominant and explosive, clearly the favourite here. I expect him to set the pace, land clean early, and finish Pulyev in the first round. My official pick is Gaethje by knockout. Umar Nurmagomedov vs Davison Figueiredo. Umar Nurmagomedov is 30 and 5'8", with a record of 19 and 1. He won a unanimous decision over Cory Sandhagen in 2024, lost a unanimous decision to Merab Dvalishvili in 2025, and won a unanimous decision over Mario Bautista later that year. Davison Figueiredo is 38 and 5'5", with a record of 25 and 5. He lost a unanimous decision to Petr Yan in 2024, lost to Cory Sandhagen via knee injury, and won a split decision over Montel Jackson in 2025. Nurmagomedov has 2 KO TKO wins with 0 losses, 7 submission wins with 0 losses, and 10 decision wins with 1 loss. Figueiredo has 9 KO TKO wins with 2 losses, 9 submission wins with 1 loss, and 7 decision wins with 2 losses. Nurmagomedov is technically sharp and the heavy favourite, while Figueiredo has power in every exchange. I expect Umar to control the fight, keep it on the mat, and grind out a decision win. My official pick is Nurmagomedov by decision. Arnold Allen vs. Gene Silva. Arnold Allen is 32 and 5'8", with a record of 20 and 3. He lost unanimous decisions to Max Holloway in 2023 and Movsar Evloev in 2024, but bounced back with a unanimous decision over Giga Chikadze later that year. Gene Silva is 29 and 5'7", with a record of 16 and 3. He sparked out Melsik Bagdasaryan via straight right to ground strikes, choked out Bryce Mitchell via ninja choke, but was sparked out by Diego Lopez via spinning back elbow to ground punches, all in 2025. Allen has 7 KO TKO wins with 0 losses, 4 submission wins with 0 losses, and 9 decision wins with 3 losses. Silva has 12 KO TKO wins with 1 loss, 3 submission wins with 0 losses, and 1 decision win with 2 losses. Silva comes in as the favourite with serious finishing power, while Allen is more well-rounded but the underdog. I expect Silva to land clean and impose his striking, taking the win. My official pick is Silva by knockout in round 2. Natalia Silva is 28 and 5'4", with a record of 19 and 5. She won a unanimous decision over Viviane Araujo and Jessica Andrade in 2024. Then she won a unanimous decision over Alexa Grasso in 2025. Rose Namajunas is 33 and 5'5", with a record of 14 and 7. She won a unanimous decision over Tracy Cortez in 2024, but lost a unanimous decision to Erin Blanchfield that same year. More recently, she won a unanimous decision over Miranda Maverick in 2025. The odds have Silva as the -440 favourite, leaving Namajunas as the +320 underdog. 84% of Topology are backing Silva, with 96% thinking it goes the distance. Silva has 5 KO TKO wins with 1 loss, 7 submission wins with 2 losses, and 6 decision wins with 2 losses. Namajunas has 2 KO TKO wins with 1 loss, 5 submission wins with 1 loss, and 7 decision wins with 5 losses. Silva comes in as the strong favourite with a well-rounded game, while Namajunas is the experienced underdog. Expect a tactical matchup where Silva uses her grappling and striking to control the fight. My official pick is Silva by decision. Waldo Cortez Acosta is 34 and 6'4", with a record of 16 and 2. He lost a unanimous decision to Sergey Pavlovich, but sparked out both Ante Delia via jab cross to ground punches, and then sparked out Shamil Gaziev via right hook, all in 2025. Derrick Lewis is 40 and 6'3", with a record of 29 and 12. He lost a unanimous decision to Jailton Almeida in 2023, but sparked out Rodrigo Nascimento via overhand right to ground punches in 2024, and sparked out Taliesin Teixeira via left hook and follow-up punches in 2025. The odds have Acosta as the -325 favourite, leaving Lewis as the +2 underdog. 68% of Topology are backing Acosta, with 77% predicting a knockout. Acosta has 8 KO TKO wins with no losses, 1 submission win, and 7 decision wins with 2 losses, showing a well-rounded but measured style. Lewis has 24 KO TKO wins with 7 losses, 1 submission win with 2 losses, and 4 decision wins with 3 losses, relying heavily on his power to end fights. Despite Acosta being the favourite, Lewis's raw knockout power and ability to catch opponents early make him dangerous. Expect a fast, explosive start. My official pick is Lewis by knockout in round 1. For our co-main event, Sean O'Malley vs. Yadong Song. Sean O'Malley is 31 and 5'11 with a record of 18-3. He won a unanimous decision over Marlon Vera but lost his belt with a unanimous decision loss to Merab Dvalishvili, both in 2024. He was then choked out, losing the rematch against Merab Dvalishvili via north-south choke in 2025. Yadong Song is 28 and 5'8 with a record of 22-8. He won a unanimous decision over Chris Gutierrez in 2023. He lost a unanimous decision to Petr Yan in 2024, and then he won a technical decision over Henry Cejudo due to an eye poke. The odds have O'Malley as the -210 favourite, leaving Song as the +170 underdog. 85% of Topology are backing O'Malley, with 72% predicting it goes the distance. O'Malley has 11 KO TKO wins with 1 loss, 2 submission wins with 1 loss, and 5 decision wins with 1 loss, showing flashy striking but some vulnerability on the ground. Song has 9 KO TKO wins with 2 losses, 3 submission wins with no losses, and 10 decision wins with 5 losses, making him a well-rounded fighter who can grind out fights. Even though O'Malley is the favourite, Song's pressure and durability could make it tricky. I think O'Malley's striking edge keeps him ahead on points, so my official pick is O'Malley by decision. And the main event of the night, Justin Gaethje vs Paddy Pimblett. Justin Gaethje is 37 and 5'11", with a record of 26 and 5. He sparked out Dustin Poirier via head kick in 2023, but was sparked out by Max Holloway via overhand right in 2024. More recently, he won a unanimous decision over Rafael Fiziev in 2025. Paddy Pimblett is 31 and 5'10", with a record of 23 and 3. He won a unanimous decision over Tony Ferguson in 2023, choked out Bobby Green via triangle choke in 2024, then sparked out Michael Chandler via punches and elbows from Mount in 2025. The odds have Gaethje as the +190 underdog, leaving Pimblett as the -235 favourite. 63% of Topology are backing Pimblett, with 75% predicting a submission. Gaethje has 19 KO TKO wins with 3 losses, 2 submission wins with 2 losses, and 5 decision wins with no losses, showing he's a violent striker but can be caught on the ground. Pimblett has 6 KO TKO wins with no losses, 11 submission wins with 1 loss, and 6 decision wins with 2 losses, making him dangerous everywhere, especially off his back or in scrambles. Even though Gaethje is the underdog, Pimblett's grappling and submission game is so sharp that I see him controlling the fight once it hits the mat. My official pick is Pimblett by submission in round 3. So, that wraps up the joint decision for UFC 324. We had some last-minute changes on this card. Kayla Harrison pulled out of her title defense against Amanda Nunes due to a neck injury, and Alexa Grasso withdrew from her fight with Rose Namajunas, leaving Natalia Silva to step in on short notice. This week's commentary team is the classic trio of John Anik, Joe Rogan, and Daniel Cormier. News: Paddy Pimblett's been stirring up drama, not with Gaethje, but with Dan Hooker. Paddy started the beef saying Dan Hooker couldn't grapple a f***ing artist off his ma, and Hooker fired back, calling Paddy out for not showing the same energy in person, ending with Rip Ricky, a friend of Paddy's. Kayla Harrison released a statement about dropping out just over a week before her fight. She confirmed she had neck surgery earlier this week, praising God and assuring fans she'll be back ASAP. Opening the first Paramount card, we've got a couple of heavy underdogs. Andrei Pulyaev is +600 against Atiba Gauthier at -1,000, while Davison Figueiredo comes in as a +850 underdog versus Umar Nurmagomedov, the biggest favourite on the card at -1,600. Fight shorts, no new custom shorts this time. Paddy's rocking his classic orange and Gaethje already has his custom shorts. Alright, on to the bets. Here's where the money's at. Rounds. Ty Miller, round 2. Josh Hokit, round 1. Alexander Hernandez, round 2. Nikita Krylov, round 3. Atiba Gauthier, round 1. Gene Silva, round 2. Derrick Lewis, round 1. Paddy Pimblett, round 3. Decisions: Cameron Smotherman, Charles Johnson, Umar Nurmagomedov, Natalia Silva, Sean O'Malley. Knockouts: Ty Miller, Josh Hokit, Alexander Hernandez, Nikita Krylov, Gaethje, Gene Silva, Derrick Lewis. Submissions: Paddy Pimblett. Bonus bets: fights to go the distance. Ricky Tercios vs Cameron Smotherman. Alex Perez vs Charles Johnson. Umar Nurmagomedov vs Davison Figueiredo. Natalia Silva vs Rose Namajunas. Sean O'Malley vs Yadong Song. Surprise knockouts: Waldo Cortez Acosta, Sean O'Malley, Justin Gaethje. Feeling risky? Try the Degen Savage Parlay. Ty Miller, Cameron Smotherman, Josh Hockett, Alexander Hernandez, Charles Johnson, Nikita Krylov, Gaethje, Umar Nurmagomedov, Gene Silva, Natalia Silva, Derrick Lewis, Sean O'Malley. Paddy Pimblett, or go all in with the ultimate Degen Savage Parlay. Ty Miller by knockout, Cameron Smotherman by decision, Josh Hockett by knockout, Alexander Hernandez by knockout, Charles Johnson by decision, Nikita Krylov by knockout, Gaethje by knockout, Umar Nurmagomedov by decision, Gene Silva by knockout, Natalia Silva by decision, Derrick Lewis by knockout, Sean O'Malley by decision, Paddy Pimblett by submission. That's it for UFC 324 by joint decision.